So today we're going to be subtracting mixed numbers, okay? The problem with mixed numbers, when you subtract, and you remember when we did minus, okay? When you subtract, if you have something like, say if you have something like 15 minus 7, okay? Oh. Now tell me, what do you have to do? What happens to the 5?
It's small.
It's small, right? 5 is smaller than 7. Oh, wow, that's terrible, sorry. 5 is smaller than 7, right? So we had to borrow, right? Do you remember borrowing?
Yeah.
Okay, this becomes a 15, right? Okay? And this becomes a 0, correct? Okay? Actually, you know what? Hold on, it's not a 1. This should be a 2, sorry, okay? Okay? So, that 2 is going to become a what? 1, right? Now, what's 15 minus 7? 8, right? And then what is it 2 or 1 over here?
It's 1.
1, right? Why? Because we borrowed or regrouped, right? Okay, so we're going to be doing the same thing now with what we know on frac, okay? So, hold on. Okay, do you see number 7, 9.5 minus 2 and 2/4? Do you see that one? Okay, so first of all, remember what I told you before, okay? You need to go ahead and put it up and down. So you have 9.5 minus 2 and 2/4, okay? Okay, now, okay, that's too big, so let me make it a little bit small. Okay, so can we go ahead and do this problem with these numbers like this? What do we need to do?
Divide?
Not divide. We're going to multiply, right? Remember, if we don't know what to do, we have to do 2 times 4. What is 2 times 4? 8, right? Okay, so we have 8 over here. We're going to have 8 over here. Big number stays the same, right? Okay, now 4 times what was 8?
Times 2.
4 times 2, right? So what is 2 times 2?
4.
4. Why? Because whatever you do on the bottom, you're going to do on the top, right? Okay, now 2 times what is 8?
Times 4.
4, right? What do you do on the top? Okay, so we have 1 times 4 and it's 4, right? Okay, now, okay, what is, okay, so now we can go over here. What is 9 minus 2? 7, and then we have 4 minus 4? 0 over 8, right? And remember, every time you have a 0, okay, you need to go ahead and just leave the big number there, okay? So we end up, what's the answer? 7, right? Okay, now, that one we didn't have to regroup. Let's do one where we have to regroup, okay?
0 over 8 is, if you put over there, is wrong or correct?
It's not that it's wrong, it's just you don't need the 0 over 8. It's kind of like when you do division and say that you have remainder 0. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, this one's going to come straight from my head, okay? So it's not on your problem, okay? But say you have...
Mr. Moore, if you have 7...
Saruni, work on extra math, okay? Let's go ahead and do one where we will have to regroup or borrow, okay? Let's say we have 5, okay? Oh, need to make it small right there. 5 and 1 over 5 minus 2 and 3 over 4, okay? So, we're going to have to, move it over here, right? What is going to be on the bottom?
Need to multiply.
Multiply, right? So we're going to go ahead and do 5 times 4, right? Okay? What is 5 times 4? 20, right? Okay. Give me 1 second. You guys are not seeing it, but over here I have it. Do you see that? Okay. So you said 20, right? So let's go ahead and put that over here, 20. Okay. And the 5 stays the same. 2 stays the same, and we're going to put a 20. Okay. And we're still doing minus, okay? 4 times what is 20? 5, right? So Mandana, what do we do on the top? Same on the bottom, right? We multiply by 5. What's 3 times 5? 15. Okay? Now, What do we have here on the top? 5 to 20. What do we need to do?
Multiply
Multiply
for 4.
4. Okay, and what do we do on the top?
to do in the bottom.
Same as the bottom, which is times 4, right? What is 1 times 4?
4.
4. Okay. Now remember earlier, Brian, you told me that the top was wrong. If you come over here and you look at the 4 and the 15, which one's bigger? 15 is bigger, right? So we're gonna have to borrow. Okay. Now, borrowing in fractions are a little bit different. Okay. Okay. Because we cannot just say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab a 1 from here and it'll be a 14. Okay. What you need to do, first of all, 5 will go to what? 4, right? And then you're going to move 1 over here, right? But 1 is not the same as a fraction. 1 in fraction form, remember, is the same as 20 over 20. Do you remember that? Okay? So what we do right now, we're going to come here where you have the 4 and we're going to plus a 24. Are you following me? Okay? So you're going to come over here and we're going to have, you have 4. What is 4 plus 24?
20 is
28, right? Over 20. Okay, because the bottom stays the same, right? Okay, sorry, there you go. Okay, and then we have the same number over there. What was the bottom number? 2, 15 over 20. Now we can do it, right? Because now all we're doing, is straight subtracting, right? What's 28 minus 15? And you can do it on the side if you need to. 28 minus 15 is what?
13.
8 minus 5 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. Over
20.
20. And what's the numbers? 4 minus 2?
2.
2, right? Okay? There you have it. Okay? Now, do we need to simplify that, or is it already that's in small terms? It's small already, right? You want to go do one more, or do you want to practice?
One more.
One more? Okay. You need me, okay? Okay, let's go back to the worksheet, okay? And see if we find one. Okay. Actually, I think this one will work. Do you see this one? 6 1/5 minus 4 1/2. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna have 6 1/2. I'm sorry, 6 1/5 minus 4 1/2, right? Okay. Now, what do we do with the bottom? Multiply, right? And we do 5 times 2. What's 5 times 2? 10, right? So over here you're gonna have 6 and then something over 10. And then minus 4 something over 10. Is that correct? Do you agree on that? Oh, you cannot see it. Oops. There you go. Can you see that now? Okay. Don't worry. On the video you can see it, okay? So 5, yeah, I'm going to make a video. I'm making a video right now. 5 times what is 10?
Times 2.
Times 2, right? So what do we have to do on the top? Mandana?
To do in the bottom.
Multiply the same as the bottom, right? What's 1 times 2? 2. Okay. Now, 2 times what is 10? 5. Okay, what do you do on the top? Okay, multiply the same as the bottom, times 5, right? So what's on the top, Mandana?
5.
5, right? Now, we come over here, and everything looks fine, except when you come over here, you notice that the 2 is going to be less than the 5, right? Do you see that? Okay, so we need to borrow, okay, guys? The 6 becomes a what?
Is 5.
5. And over here on the other side, we have a 1. And in this case, 1 is equal to what fraction? What is the fraction of 1 there? What's on the bottom?
2.
What's on the bottom?
10.
10, right? So what does the top have to be?
12.
What does the top have to be 1? If there's a 10 here, what does it have to be on the top? Okay, we're doing the ones right now, okay? So we have 5 is equal to 1. That 1 is going to equal what fraction? And if the bottom is 10, what does the top have to be 1?
is 4.
What has to be here, guys, to be equal to 1?
And that's what is right. It's multiply.
1.
No, 110 is not 1. Anything, okay, repeat after me. For 1, the bottom has to be the same as the top. Go ahead and repeat after me. For 1,
The bottom has to stay on the top.
it has to be the same.
Has to be the same.
Okay, so if we put a 10 on the bottom, what is the top? 10, right? Okay, so again, if we, okay, for 1, okay, the top is same as the bottom, okay? For 1, the top is same as the bottom. Terrible writing, but you, okay, now that you know that, going back to the problem, okay? We're gonna add 2 plus what now?
Plus
2,
10.
2 plus 10, right? Where do you grab the 10, Bandana?
12.
From here, okay? Do you see that? Okay, now, and you're already getting a step ahead. We're gonna go ahead and look at the 2 plus the 10, it's gonna be 12, right? Okay, over what?
10.
Over 10, and what was the big number?
5.
5, right? Why 5? Because we borrowed 1, okay? So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna put that big number over here, okay? Are you following, Brian? And then we're gonna keep the bottom part the same, minus 4, and we have a 5, right? Over 10, okay? What is 12 minus 5? 12 minus 5.
7.
7, right? And what's on the bottom of the fraction?
10.
10, right?
1.
Okay, and then we have 1, okay? So the only thing that you guys need to understand is that when you borrow, remember for 1, the top is the same as the bottom, okay? And that's how we borrow, okay? And so basically you're just adding the bottom, which is 10, right? To the 2 to make it 12, okay? Okay? You want to practice some problems? Okay? Go ahead and practice some problems, and we'll work on it today, tomorrow, and the next day, okay?